Good morning, staff and students. I'm Deputy Hood, the Resource Officer here at Glenbard South. As we prepare to conduct our drills today, I wanted to take this opportunity to emphasize why these drills are important. As the administration works with the Sheriff's Department in helping our schools stay prepared, we know that you as students and young adults play an important role. I say this because your knowledge of what to do or how to respond either during or immediately after an incident could save lives. I know it may sound dramatic, but as I've witnessed throughout my career, people who did not respond or know what to do became victims. As you know, the times have changed, and even in a community like ours, a threat can happen, and it can happen here. In the event of an incident or emergency, I would like to remind you to listen to teachers, staff members, and certainly any additional responding police officers, keeping your hands visible and do not interfere with the police response. Your understanding and takeaway from today's drill could assist a teacher, a substitute, or even a classmate next to you. So please make yourself a participant and learn what to do. Safety belongs to all of us, and you can make a difference. Thank you for your attention.
Hi, my name is Michael Zima and I'm a senior.
My name is Danielle Palmieri and I'm also a senior.
We are here, as your fellow classmates, to remind everyone that we all have a role to play in keeping each other safe.
As classmates, we know what's occurring with our peers both during the school day and outside the building.
If you see something suspicious, report it.
If you see something, say something.
If at any time you have a question or a concern, feel free to talk to a trusted adult.
Today's drill was a great reminder that safety belongs to all of us, and students should take that to heart and help our school be safe.
Good morning, students and staff. It's Mr. Cooney, just with a follow-up. I know you've heard from Deputy Hood and also the students emphasizing the importance of today's drill, and I think the timing of it's perfect given the events in Florida and certainly the other events that we've experienced. So as I take you through these slides, please think about those, not just in this class, but as you move through the day, students, what the procedure is and where the exits are located near the classroom that you're in throughout the day, or in lunch, or in a commons area. So now I'll begin with the slides, and I certainly appreciate your attention. Thank you. The first practice we want to introduce is the lock and teach, and we would use the PA system to announce this scenario. So let's begin by looking at the lock and teach. The first step is we'll disregard all other bells and alarms, such as passing period or fire. The next step is that we're going to want to move all students into classrooms and or in secure areas, clearing the hallways. Once we are in the classrooms, we want to close and lock all doors and continue with normal classroom activities. The next step is that all staff and students that may be outside of the building or on school grounds, like a PE class, will be advised to return to the building. The following step is when we have normal classroom activities going on, we want to remain alert and listen for further announcements or an all clear by the principal or designee. During a lock and teach, we do not want to release any students from your class and remain in secure settings so that the hallways are clear until further direction is given by the administration. We would use the lock and teach scenario if we had a bank robbery in the area or some other incident outside the building that did not pose an immediate threat. The next scenario we want to cover, and really the most important that could impact our building, is the violent intruder lockdown. We would implement this situation by using the PA system to announce over the PA the lockdown, but also use the flashing lights, and then a text message would come over the clocks. Once you hear the violent intruder announcement, immediately move all students into classrooms and secure areas, and then assess the situation. If you can safely evacuate, do so immediately, and that may be your best option. If you cannot safely evacuate, move students away from doors and windows, turn off lights, keep students calm, and close and lock all doors and be ready to barricade by using furniture or your night lock device. Once we are in a lockdown, if we have the location of the intruder, we would give that over the PA to notify staff and students so they could assess the situation. Also, during a violent intruder, we would also disregard all bells and alarms, just like we would in a lock and teach. Once you are barricaded in a classroom, the last resort is to be prepared to counter the intruder. That means don't be defenseless, but to use any object in the room like a desk or a projectile, an iPad or a book, to go ahead and defend yourself as a last resort. Those students and staff that may be outside during a lockdown, once they receive notification, should stay to the perimeter of the grounds and then proceed to our reunification area at the College of DuPage. Once you are barricaded in a classroom or a secure room, you should wait for further announcements or updates that we would provide as soon as possible. Now let's take this time and watch a simulated demonstration by Ms. Block's class.
Okay, I need everyone to leave their desks and get into the corners here. I need these desks right here to be pushed towards the door once I get the way. Where's left? Thank you. Pile them up. Grab a book. Grab a floor here. Grab a book, please, so you can use it possibly if we need to. So, thank you. Okay. That's what we heard.
If you are in a hallway and a lockdown is announced, your best option may be to evacuate through the nearest door. If you are in a hallway or a commons area and you are not able to evacuate, your next best option may be to enter a classroom or office area and barricade yourself out of plain view.
Okay, it is now time to practice. Teachers, please wait for the announcement to begin the drill.